Okay, let's get started. What I wanted to do here is show you guys how to download different files, including movies and programs and video games and ebooks and all kinds of stuff using torrents. I'm not going to go into a huge background on what torrents are. I'm just kind of give you cliff notes of how to do it. So, two things that you're definitely going to need. You're going to need a program to download the torrents, and then you're going to need to find a site that keeps track of the torrents that people have already downloaded previously that are now sharing them. So there's two different sites that I like to get my programs from, and the first site that I like to go to and I mainly use is called uTorrent. It's a good program. It's light. It doesn't take up a lot of memory or resources. So this is the one that I'm going to give my example with. So we're just going to go to Google. We're going to type in uTorrent. Second one down here, let's go ahead and go to the website. We want to choose the free download. Let's go ahead and just run it. Run this one. Click next. Click next again. We're going to go ahead and agree. All this stuff is fine. Click next again. And be careful of this one. I actually like to uncheck this because all this is going to do is just slow up the startup time for your computer. So let's go ahead and uncheck that. We're going to click next. Yes, I'd love to check out the free book. Actually, I do not want to check that out. Uncheck that. Click next. I don't want to download any of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck these, which unchecks the rest of these, and we're going to install it. Okay, now that it's installed, you can tell that because here's your little green uTorrent icon on the bottom right. You can double left click on this and it's going to go ahead and open up the uTorrent program, and in this big window is where all your downloads are going to be. We can come back to that later once we actually start downloading something. So exit out of that, and like I said, now the next thing we need is a torrent site. It's going to be a tracker site. Two of the ones that I like to use are the Pirate Bay and then Kick-Ass Torrents. And then for this one we're just going to do the Pirate Bay. So let's do the Pirate Bay. And for this example, I'm going to do a program that I know is out there and it has a free license that's associated with it. So we're not going to do anything illegal. You're going to want to download probably this one or something similar to this anyway, because at some point, if you're going to start using these, you're going to need to get an ISO emulator program. And Daemon Tools Lite is actually a pretty good program that does this pretty well. So we're just going to type in Daemon Tools Lite. Give you a second to look at that. Let's go ahead and search for it. Now for this one, pretty much for any torrent site, the program that you want to download, you're going to want to find the torrent that has the most seeders on it. And the way it goes is you get seeders, which are the people that have the file that are actually seeding it to everybody. They're basically just, they have the file and they're sharing it. And then leechers are what you're going to be when you start downloading it. So you're the downloader. These people are the seeders or the givers or the sharers. And they're the hosts. They already host the file. So we're going to organize this by the amount of seeders. 279 seeders. And it looks like there's some newer versions out there, but just for this one, we're going to select this one because this is going to be the fastest download, given the fact that it has the most seeders. And typically that's how it is. Sometimes it's not, depending on if people are bandwidth throttling and that sort of thing. But so this is the one we want. We're going to go ahead and select this heading. It takes us to this next page. And with every one that you do, you're going to want to scroll down and read the comments. These are the people that have either downloaded the program or they're getting ready to download it and they have comments on it. But this is how you're going to know if it's a virus or if it's fake or if there's something corrupt with it. These are the people that are contributing to the forum that have experience with the file typically. One trick about this too is it never hit the big green download button. It's never what you think it is. Always on the Pirate Bay, you always want to choose this one, download this torrent. So we're going to go ahead and click this. It brings up our file download menu, and we're just going to go ahead and open it. and it's going to automatically open uTorrent or any other program that you've designated as a torrent downloader. Because the preview window tells us what file it is, what the size is. Sometimes these are good indicators of what type of file that you're downloading, if it's too big, if it's too small. Some of those sorts of things are just red flags. So I like the way this looks. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And here's where we are. Download speeds, upload speeds. There's all kinds of different ways to customize this, but we're not going to go into that today. Okay, so it looks like it's done downloading. Basically, you would just right-click on this and open it. That's fine. And here's the contents of the file that we downloaded. And that's pretty much it. So usually in here you'll have instructions on what to do, if it's video games or something like that. Of course, I would never do anything like that, so I definitely can't condone it. So this is as far as I'm going to take you. You can kind of get an idea of what kind of stuff you can do with it. If you have any questions or anything like that, I guess watch the video again. And